The year is 2025. Donald Trump has returned to the White House. His first month in office was a whirlwind of activity, but not the kind many hoped for. Instead of unity and progress, the nation was gripped by chaos and controversy. From day one, Trump's actions sparked outrage and resistance, setting the stage for a tumultuous period in American history. The very foundations of American democracy seemed to tremble as Trump, a figure already twice impeached, once again took the helm. Instead of extending an olive branch, Trump seemed determined to reignite the flames of division that had defined his previous presidency. His return was met with a mix of disbelief and dread by many, while his supporters cheered him on, their fervor seemingly undiminished. The nation watched, captivated and apprehensive, as Trump's first month unfolded, leaving an indelible mark on the country's psyche. Trump's actions seemed to confirm the worst fears of his critics, while his supporters applauded his every move. The nation was deeply divided, and Trump's return only served to widen the chasm. Amidst the turmoil, one thing was clear: America was in uncharted territory. Trump's return to power ignited a firestorm of protest across the nation. Millions took to the streets, their voices a chorus of dissent against the policies and rhetoric of the newly inaugurated president. From major cities to small towns, Americans marched, chanted, and held signs, expressing their anger and frustration. One of the most contentious actions that sparked immediate outcry was the implementation of a federal spending freeze. This decision, made within the first 2 weeks of Trump's term, sent shockwaves through the country. Essential services, including Medicare and school funding, faced immediate disruption, leaving many Americans feeling vulnerable and betrayed. The protests became a daily occurrence, a visible reminder of the deep divisions within American society. The protests, while largely peaceful, were a potent symbol of the resistance that would come to define the Trump era. True to his word, Trump wasted no time in wielding the power of the Oval Office. He unleashed a barrage of executive orders, many of which immediately drew legal challenges and sparked widespread controversy. These orders, often bypassing Congress and established legislative processes, touched upon a wide range of issues, from immigration to environmental regulations. One of the most contentious areas was immigration. Trump's executive orders sought to drastically curtail both legal and illegal immigration, fulfilling campaign promises that had alarmed many during his initial run for the presidency. These orders faced immediate legal challenges, with critics arguing that they were discriminatory and unconstitutional. Another area of controversy was Trump's executive orders targeting diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. The stage was set for a series of legal battles that would have far-reaching implications for the future of American governance. As Trump settled back into the White House, he began to assemble his cabinet. However, the appointments were met with widespread criticism, with many accusing Trump of prioritizing loyalty over competence. Critics dubbed the cabinet the Fox News B team, pointing to the numerous appointees with close ties to the conservative media outlet. One of the most glaring examples was the appointment of a former Fox News host as Secretary of Defense. This individual, known for their partisan commentary and lack of diplomatic experience, raised eyebrows both domestically and internationally. The Attorney General, a position requiring impartiality and a deep understanding of the law, was filled by a lawyer known for their frequent appearances on conservative media outlets. The pattern continued throughout the cabinet appointments. These appointments raised serious concerns about the administration's ability to effectively govern and address the complex challenges facing the nation. As Trump settled into his second presidency, many began to draw parallels between his actions and a controversial document known as Project 2025. This manifesto, developed by conservative think tanks and activists, outlined a plan to drastically reshape the federal government, shrinking its size and scope, while advancing a conservative agenda. While Trump had previously distanced himself from Project 2025, his early actions seemed to eerily mirror many of the proposals outlined in the document: the federal spending freeze, the targeting of DEI programs, and the appointment of individuals with strong conservative credentials to key positions, all aligned with the vision laid out in Project 2025. Critics argued that this alignment signaled an attempt to fundamentally alter the role and function of the federal government, potentially undermining democratic norms and institutions. Whether by design or coincidence, the parallels between Trump's agenda and Project 2025 were undeniable. The specter of Project 2025 loomed large over Trump's presidency, raising questions about the true motivations and objectives of his administration. Donald Trump's first month back in office was a period of unprecedented chaos and controversy. From the outset, his actions sparked outrage, protests, and legal challenges, setting the stage for a tumultuous and divisive presidency. The lasting impact of this chaotic period would be felt for years to come. The protests, executive orders, and controversial cabinet appointments left an indelible mark on American society. The nation emerged from this period more divided than ever, with deep distrust and animosity between opposing political factions. The social fabric of the country had been strained, and the wounds of this division would take time and effort to heal. The legacy of Trump's first month in office was one of chaos, division, and uncertainty. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more updates.